News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 46 is also brought to you by Humana, serving the community. Please stop in at 1397 South Loop Road on the corner of Loop and Highway 160.
Tonight on News 46, traffic is diverted around a high-impact crash, and a woman is arrested after threatening a second store clerk. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Reinert and Eunette Gentry. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Traffic was blocked while first responders attended to a crash. It's Thursday, April 5th. I'm Eunette Gentry. 3 people were injured in a crash this afternoon on the highway.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's deputies, and Nevada Highway Patrol responded to a 2-vehicle accident at Highway 372 and Highway 160 this afternoon. 3 people were transported by ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital with injuries sustained as a result of this collision. Both vehicles sustained major damage and were undrivable. Traffic was diverted around the collision by Nye County Sheriff's Office auxiliary units. How the accident occurred is under the investigation of Nevada Highway Patrol. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And an elderly female is arrested again for reportedly making terroristic threats.
Lillian Hamilton has been arrested for making terroristic threats at 920 5th Street. According to the declaration of arrest, deputies were dispatched to the Bookworm Haven bookstore in regards to a threat. Dispatch advised deputies that there was an Asian female adult that had passed a note to the cashier of the bookstore and threatened to burn the store down and that she would come back to kill everyone. The witnesses said that the female had left the scene and was walking towards Tractor Supply Warehouse on Highway 372. Deputies made contact with the female matching the description walking through the store. She was identified as Lillian Hamilton. Deputies said that Hamilton passed a note that was written in blue ink that also had random words in English saying things like boom, killer, and more random words and numbers. The note also said that she was going to burn the place down and that she would come back and kill everyone. Dispatch advised that Lillian had been arrested on March 3rd for a similar incident at the Goodwill store. Hamilton was then taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
An incident involving 2 neighbors arguing over a dog barking winds up with one person receiving head injuries.
John David Scanio has been arrested for battery with substantial bodily harm. According to deputies, they were dispatched to Ellis Street in Tonopah in reference to a battery that had just taken place. A female made contact with deputies who said that there was a male inside the home who was bleeding badly. She said that Scanio had come over to the house after the male inside the home was complaining about the dog next door barking. In fact, he had yelled at the door for the dog to shut up. Scanio allegedly banged on the door shortly after that. The male inside the home then grabbed a pipe and chased John down the street. The male returned shortly after, who was bleeding, telling the female that the neighbor had beaten him up. He said that Scanio had hit him with a metal post and kicked him while he was on the ground. Deputies made contact with the male inside the home, who was in the kitchen. They say that he was bleeding on the side of his head, his nose, and had blood coming from both ears. They also said that he had pronounced swelling on the right side of his head and face. The male complained about being lightheaded and sensitive to light. They also said that he wound up losing consciousness while talking to deputies. Mercier was put on standby and dispatched to the scene, where the male was transported by air to UMC Trauma Center in Las Vegas. Police made contact with Scanio at his home, who said that the male was holding a gun on him and threatened to kill him. John said that he asked the male to put the gun down and that he only wanted to talk to him about the dog barking. Scanio said that the male had a pipe and was hitting the concrete and the fence with it, and he also chased him down the road. John Scanio also told police that he allegedly told the male to put the pipe and the gun down and ran into the street. He did admit that he hit the male in the face 2 times, knocking him to the ground. He said he then drove off in his vehicle. He said that the male was not moving, and he did call his girlfriend to check to make sure he was okay. John Scanio was arrested and taken into custody. He was transported to the Tonopah Detention Center. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Now, Angela Miles is reporting about news that might affect you and your wallet in today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, big gains are happening in the job market. ADP reports 241,000 jobs were added to the economy in March. Economists suggest the labor report coming from the government Friday could show a gain of 175,000 jobs, with unemployment ticking down to 4%. Amazon plans to create 1,000 new jobs in Nevada. The tech company is opening a new fulfillment center in North Las Vegas. Car companies are continuing to shift toward SUVs. The Wall Street Journal reports GM plans to stop building Chevy Sonics by the end of this year. A former Ford engineer with an Arab background is being awarded $16 million. He sued the car company and 2 supervisors over its hostile work environment. Top tech CEOs are calling for stricter gun controls following the attack on the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California.
Thanks, Angela, and stay tuned to News 46. We'll have the latest on a fatal Thunderbirds crash here in Nevada. We'll be right back.